Oh, that's good coffee. Hey, hello. Today's Monday 1.188. It's 11/16/2017. And um, the primary discussion or topic for the video will be um, back to work after a long break, which I'm not sure if that's kind of a good title or not. But I haven't been to work up until this week. I had not been into work for 2 months. I had worked basically 7 to 8 weeks back to back straight from home. And so I hadn't been into my office where I used to go every day a year ago before I went full time and everything else. And my company, kind of started to offer us to work from home. So I guess I wanted to kind of do a video as to what I experienced after going back from such a break, and where I'm at right now, trying to lose so much weight. I've lost probably about 20 pounds over that 2 months, and obviously changes are still happening. We're hoping, and etc. etc. And the other thing I'll kind of then talk about is me being long, which feeling long. So it'll be kind of interesting, sort of. But it was very interesting to me. I had to go into work Monday and Wednesday of this week for meetings and meeting with people. And, I used to kind of hide in my cube. Once upon a time, I didn't go out of my cube. I would go to work, bring my lunch, and just with the exception of coffee in the bathroom, I'd stay in my cube all day. And this last time, I kind of made it a point to leave my cube and walk around and go when it was break time, go walk on the treadmill. We have a couple treadmills throughout our building. I brought my German cards with me, and I flipped through my cards as I was walking. And the treadmill is set up near one of the main doors, and so people are constantly kind of coming in and out and going. And I probably saw maybe 30 in the 20 minutes I was on the treadmill. I saw about 20 or 30 people who I used to work with every day before I transitioned, and I don't see them much now. And again, now it's like to see me and like, hey Robin, how are you? Great, how are you? And they keep on going, and very light conversation. Not that anyone ever was like, what do you look like now type thing. But it was just a different, like nothing was different, nothing was off, and that's what you want. But it was an interesting feeling to just to, and the treadmill that I went to is over on the kind of the Big Wig side of our building. I'm on the other side, far away from Big Wigs, but the treadmill isn't. And so it was one of those things. The executive vice president said hello to me, and I said hello to him, and the CEO. I mean, all the big wigs. It was very, very cool. And one of them, the executive vice president, is someone I worked with a long time ago, and he was the one that at my transition meeting flat out said, he said this to the managers and the directors underneath of him, which was basically the company. He just said, if I want everyone to be aware and to let me know personally if you hear anything as far as discrimination or anything goes against Robin. And so I'm very, very happy to work for this man. I mean, this man went to bat for me, and laid down the law somewhat that we're inclusive, and I'm in charge, and you will follow through, and enforce our company policy of inclusion and diversity. So that's really kind of cool. But it was also somewhat, I'm not going to say anticlimactic because it's not really the right word, but again, what you wanted out of what I wanted out of my transition happened. I get to go to work. I have to go to the bathroom. I get to use the girls' room, the ladies' room, and I do my business and I get out of there. Um, it's women that some new that I don't necessarily didn't know me before. They're when we get to there, oh, Robin, it's so good to see you. And we visit and do that kind of social stuff. So again, very normal, very. It's nice. It's nice. It's better than my expectations from before. You know, I didn't anticipate any problems, but your mind generates issues for you. And I had a couple funny things that happened. I went to the bathroom, and I usually use the unisex. We have a couple unisexes every corner of our building has a unisex bathroom, and usually I try to go to the unisex bathroom. And if it's busy, then I go to the other unisex bathroom that's nearest to me. And if those two are locked, then I go to the women's restroom in the middle of the floor. And so I went to the women's bathroom, and I'm just always amazed. You walk in, there's couches, and for women to talk and do their thing, and it's like the secret room. Guys, you walk in the men's bathroom, and you've got sinks and a couple urinals and toilets, and that's it. But the women's, it's a lounge. And to see um, in the in the unisex bathrooms, they have machines where for a quarter you put it in, you turn it, and you get a tampon out. But in the main bathroom, there's like a basket with tampons and pads in it. And it's like, just, I don't know, it's really kind of cool, little community, I guess. But anyway, but I was tempted to take a tampon or two and just to have it, so that in case someone said, "Oh, Robin, do you have a spare tampon?" I could say, "Here you go." But didn't do it. Kind of like taking coffee packets. I tempted to do that too, but no. But I thought it would be kind of cool. So that was kind of interesting. And then most people, I'd say everyone is polite. But again, it's to see guys like rush to the door to hold it open for you. And I would go quick for anybody to open the door for them, but it's just very, very affirming that happens too. So that was kind of cool. And I'm trying to think what else was kind of interesting. Sitting down to go to the bathroom. Yep. Can't stand and pee in the ladies' room. No. I walked in, and I walked in my stall, and like looked to the left and I looked to the right, and there's skirts on the floor, so I dropped my skirt too, and we were all dropping our skirts together, I guess, going to the bathroom, and like an idiot, I decided it was a little cold, so I decided to wear a full slip, and so I had the bra on, and then the full slip, and then a top, and then the skirt. Well, to go to the bathroom, I had to pull down the skirt, pull up the slip, pull down the pant. It was just one of those things like, okay, now I know, always wear a half slip if you're gonna, or I guess you pull up. I don't know. I'm learning these things, like a learning permit. But all in all, very, very cool. And again, it's just so nice to go into work, and I had to shift my leg. And that was the other thing too. I'm getting used to sitting with my legs crossed, okay? And as you might imagine, when you have stuff between your legs that shouldn't be there, what I like to call the nutcracker, things get squished. And so I'm getting used to sitting without squishing, but yet having my legs crossed and working at my cube. with my legs crossed, and I kind of have to sit back enough so my legs, because I'm 6 foot tall, kind of tall, my legs have to, break the plane of the desk, and I'm not scrunching everything, and then yeah, I have to sit far away. Anyway, but again, just cool, and again, I'm so excited. I have a friend Jamie who works in a TV studio, and I'm looking forward to her being full time and being able to experience everything that I just said, as well as any other trans woman who is going to transition or is thinking about transitioning at your job or whatnot. It's nice to, I hope someone can internalize that and say that will be what I want to do one day, and that it is possible. And I'm thankful to God that we live in the world that we do live in now, where it is possible. So very, very different from when I tried to transition before in the 90s. So anyway, so that's it for workplace stuff, and I love my workplace, etc., etc., etc. So what's the deal with being long? That's the second thing here. What am I saying when I gotta not shake the TV? Sorry, I have a big knee. When I looked at myself this morning, actually I noticed it yesterday, but today was a good example. I looked long. I'm not gonna say thin. We could hope thin, but there's no way, girl. No, too much meat on my bones. Too much cushion for the pushing. But I look long, and what I think it is I think I'm losing. I think I've lost a lot of body mass that maybe made me look wider. And if that's even possible, I'm narrower. Again, not thin by any means, but it's a different look, and I don't think I like it. But I'm not complaining about it. I'm just, I weighed in this morning at 246.2. I've been hovering. 246 is my new plateau. I'm just hovering around it. I can't seem to get below it. And 246.2 has been an all-time low. I believe last week I was 246.2. And I hover and I go up and, come back down. Like I said, that's the lowest. And today I increased my exercise to 30 minutes, and then I'm probably going to go this afternoon and do another 30 because I got to change something. I got to change something to lose weight. I'm already eating what I need to. I'm already eating right. I'm doing vegetables, and I ran out of fruit a couple days ago, so I haven't had fruit in a while. So, and I get paid tonight, so tomorrow I can go get groceries and have fruit again. But I mean, I've not. Something's got to change. I've got to lose. What did I say? I weighed 246.2, so I have to lose 26.2 pounds. 26.2 by the middle of January. Actually, just about 2 months away. I'm looking at the calendar date now. Yeah, I got two months to lose 26 pounds, and so gotta do something. And it may very well be that even if I make my goal of 220 and I go see the surgeon, she might, hope not, she might come back with some kind of, oh, well, since you've done so well, can you get down to 210 or something? And then I'm gonna freak. But I don't know. Let's not go there. Let's be positive. Let's be very positive. Gonna lose the weight, 26 pounds. Yeah. And I think as far as being long as well, I think my hair is weight is pulling it down, and you know what I mean? So I think that also too is a bit of me feeling long, but it's different to feel like you're looking more feminine, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I kind of like the way I looked last month. And that doesn't make any sense, right? Because usually it's further along the time, further along the time, the longer you go, the better you look, usually. Yeah. What else is going on? I still have a good week of letting my skin heal up, although it's really not many stuff from my last laser session. It's nice to not see shadow, isn't it? Of course, when I'm conscientious about it, I see shadow. But there's no shadow. It's all in my head. So, all right. Well, nothing earth-shattering. I did have another funny moment when I was at work, and I noticed that when I would interact with people, you want to guess what happened? When I would interact with people, my voice went up. I didn't try. I think it's mental, For example, someone held the door for me, and I immediately said, "Thank you so very much." I mean, it happened without me thinking about it. Or, other things. And I had a meeting. With 3 other women, just me and 3 other women, and we were talking about she and her, and it was kind of cool. In the whole meeting was, it was not intentional on my part, but that's the way it came out. Oh, I think it's something we can do. We can achieve that. Well, if you provide me with everything I need, I'd be happy to help out. I didn't try to do that. I mean, isn't that kind of weird? Or maybe it's just namaste. Oh, this is a crazy life. Boy, I never thought I had life figured out. I really never did, but it's a crazy life. All right, I've wasted enough of your time. So I hope everyone is doing super and having a super-de-duper day. It is Thursday, one day to the weekend. Next week is Thanksgiving. I'm trying to... but I really liked going up in that voice register. Maybe I should do that again. To wind up the wheels here. Shit. It's like when you play Donkey Kong. You ever play Donkey Kong in the arcade and you're doing really good and your friend comes over and like, hey, watch me get to the next level, and Mario dies. That's the way it is. Sometimes we just can't we just can't control our voice. No, what I was going to say was I'm trying to get a Thanksgiving thing together, because there's some trans women in town, and I know what it's like to not have anything for Thanksgiving, and so I kind of want to have something that would be a safe place for the people to go, and to not feel like they're outsider. And I haven't practiced my voice in a long time, and this sounds like really monotone. But it's the way it goes. So, all right, my friends, till next time, from my higher voice, I will say, now I'm going too high. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody, and good luck in your transition. Bye.